Thank you, baby. We don't have any money from them yet, right?
No, we don't, but
Okay.
we're getting it. I sent you and Megan and Jack an email about that.
Okay. Okay, got it.
So I only see Mendelson. I don't see.
Is Councilmember Atkins going to say something about her divine?
No, you're introducing the VIPs.
I know, but where's my list of VIPs?
I gave it to Kim. I gave it to Christine.
I don't have a list of VIPs.
I
Not in my
emailed
notes.
her.
In my
Where's the
notes,
list of VIPs?
I don't have a list of VIPs.
There it
Oh,
is.
Councilwoman
They're in alphabetical order.
Blackman's not here yet. She's supposed to be
Blackman and Moreno. Okay.
here. Reno aren't here yet.
Looks right to me.
It's the runner show.
The runner.
What's the runner show?
I have a copy.
What's the runner show?
It's right
The
here.
runner show.
I have a copy of it.
Here you go.
You bought me a minute? You bought me a minute? I thought I had 1 minute. You bought me another minute? You bought me another minute?
Don't put me in the middle of this. I'm already in enough trouble, Mr. Thomas. Look.
Do you want to wait for Moreno?
Oh, yeah.
See where they get their draft? We wait on Councilwoman Oh, that's my stuff in your right
Okay.
here. This
No,
is
no,
me.
no, it's okay.
And you got your stuff, right? Okay.
Okay, I'll try to get mine right.
When I call you up, then I'll take my stuff out of
Oh,
your
okay,
way,
okay, good, okay.
What you say?
Said he bought an extra, said he got an extra minute.
So we're waiting on. So we're.
Oh, they're killing me, they're killing me.
Okay. Let's go ahead.
You ready to start? Okay. Good morning. If we could have everyone to come in, please. We're going to go ahead and start this morning's program. If you can hear me, if you'll go ahead and move into the tent so everybody can hear. We're so excited to have all of you joining us this morning. And I see Councilmember Middleton. We'll have you come on up. Thank you very much. Good morning and welcome. We are again so excited to have all of you joining us this morning. My name is Kimberly Beiser Tolbert, and I serve as one of our deputy city managers. And we are so excited about this new facility. Today is a historic event. I want to take the opportunity before I go into any further comments to acknowledge our special guests who are present with us this morning. First, let me start with the council member who represents this district, District 8, Councilmember Tanel Atkins. We also have joining us Councilwoman Kyra Middleton, Councilmember Casey Thomas, Dallas County Commissioner John Wiley Price, representing State Senator Royce West's office, we have Audrey Johnson. I'm not sure if I saw Audrey yet. Oh, there's Audrey. Hi there. We have several members of the Dallas Area Partnership to End Homelessness. If you're here, just raise your hand so they can see you. And we also have members of our City Council, City of Dallas Citizens Homeless Commission. If you're here, raise your hand as well. Thank you so very much. Today, we commemorate the completion of Phase 1 of the larger renovation of 4150 Independence Drive. This is creating a service building to serve future residents who will live in the units that will be renovated. Today, we celebrate this first step on the road to turning this space into permanent supportive housing rooted right here in this community. I want to thank the entire Dallas City Council, our Dallas County Commissioners for all of the support that you have provided along the way for this project, because we could not do this without you. And I want to give a very special thank you to Councilmember Atkins. He has been an unfailing champion of this vision. And if anybody knows Councilmember Atkins like I do, when he calls, he really doesn't give you time to talk. He says everything that he needs to say and then he hangs up. So I would like to also thank my boss, City Manager Broadnax, for giving us the support needed and the staff to make sure that this is a priority for the city, and recognizing the importance of providing housing for the most vulnerable members of our community. I would be remiss if I did not thank the Office of Homeless Solutions under the leadership of Christine Crossley. I want to thank she and her team for the work that they have done in working with all of the partners to make sure that what we have before us will be a first-class facility. So thank you, Christine. Thank you, Gloria Sandoval. She has been the project manager, and every step of the way, she's done all the things that we've asked her to do to bring this event to us today. So I'm very proud. I'm very proud to stand here, but they've done the work. And so at this time, I want to bring up the champion, Councilmember Tanel Atkins. He'll give you a little bit of the overview about the project and then introduce our other speakers for this morning. Again, thank you so very much.
First, let's get honor to God. It's a blessing to be here this morning. You stand before us something that was created out of nothing. When I said out of nothing, that for many, many years we stand looking at the future without the future. We stand here looking at, driving by, looking at people on the corner and say, what is hope? What is the definition of hope? Hope is a word that you cannot describe. It's something that is in your heart and in your mind and in the future. This is hope. This is part of hope for the homeless, for the people who's on the street. And I would say it from my heart because I came from a project, and that's hope. I came from a place when I drive down, I see people look like me and say, where are they going to go? I see people come out of prison for re-entry, said, do I have hope? Do we have hope? I think this project is going to be hope for the future. But it cannot be done without wraparound service. What is wraparound service? And everybody talking about Section 8, apartments, project. When you try to take someone off the street and make sure they're going to get back in society, it takes caseworkers. It takes wraparound service. And all those services cost money. And you cannot do it with 1 day, 1 month, 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, or 5 years. You don't know how long it takes to put a person back in society. And that's why we stand here today, that this is a sneak preview of what we are trying to accomplish. We're not open for business today, but we are trying to show the people in the city of Dallas there is an opportunity for hope. And how can you do that without bringing donors together, the county commission together, and all the council members together to say, what do we do? And we done find out that we can't do it alone. I want to thank Chairman Thomas. After tomorrow, this would be in District 3, it will only be in District 8. But this is the city of Dallas. But the city of Dallas take everyone in. Not just the city of Dallas, not just the suburb, not just because of the state. Everyone is welcome to this location for hope. We purchased the property back in May of 2022. And we thought the development for the site would make an immediate impact on the community. That's not going to happen today. It's going to be down the road. With those goals in mind, I asked city staff to design and renovate this building, to remodel this building. As Kim Tober said, I talk fast and I hang up. But the point is, I try to get my point across. My point is that you got to listen. The point is, you had to be in that position in order to know what we try to accomplish. In order to accomplish that, it takes everyone to support this. Today, what would the guests experience in this property? I mentioned earlier we purchased the properties, but we didn't have all the funding to get it started. We started with our own money from the city of Dallas, with ARPA funds. We started money, we didn't know where the money gonna come from. But we do have hope the money gonna come from the county and other companies and other business to bring this hope to a reality. You look down the street, you see some apartments coming up. It said, what are they? Section 8. No, those are market rate apartments. They didn't ask one dime from the city. And they know this facility is going to be built here, and they chose to build the facility here. But you also look at crime. The crime rate has went down in this area. The Dallas Police Department with violent crime in this beat had went from 24 incident report in 2023 to 50. The private crime status is impressive. 52 reported filed to date, and historically been 213. That's the number we should clap about, because crime is going down. And you say you build something and crime was up, but crime is down here. It's down here in this district, in this area, the southern part of Dallas, and other parts in the city of Dallas. We talk about resident, and we know that 106 unit would be male or female from the age 24 and up. But 16 unit going to be supporting for that critical person need hope up to 18 months to make sure they got a place they can call home. They got lockers. They got all the service they need. And that's what we got to do. Again, this is not going to happen in 1 day or 2 days. When you walk in this building, there are 3 levels. You got the first floor, it's a welcome, it's like a hub. You got a second floor, with all the amenities. You can cook, you can relax, you can wind down. The third floor, more like a library. You can learn, you can look at the city, the overview. But you got 3 phases of life. And those 3 phases of life always been when you're first born, your middle portion, and when you get old. And you see all 3 phases here that we are trying to make sure all 3 phases is one universe. And this is one universe. Now we get back to the bond package. We were blessed by the ARPA fund that gave us money to start this project. The bond package here, they tried to find out what companies, what business can do the work. But I'm going to guarantee you that the people who live in the area and the companies who look like me is going to be part of this completion of this project. And they're going to be there long I sit here at the city council. Because we got to drive around look like people who look like me who is building this project to make sure they got hope. And that's something I want the city manager and staff to say we got to make sure. I know we talk about MWBE, but I'm a black man. And I got to look out for my people. And people say, if you're in charge, what can you do? So I want to put that on the record. I want to thank David King. Now, David King took this project with Renee Robinson over here, and Mr. Porter, Mr. Butler. There was a task force that we put together, and for over a year, they went into the community and said, what do we need to make sure we got all these different wraparound service? What do we need? It didn't come from staff. It didn't come from the city. It did not come from me. It came from the people who live in the community, who know the community, to make sure that we follow through. If we don't follow through, shame on us. But we're going to make sure we're going to follow through. And I also want to thank the fire department, the police department, the building service department, code compliance, the library, office environment, quarter, sustainable development, public work, sanitation, and I also want to thank Homeless Solution Barry. Thank you for your work. Because Homeless Solution, and also Chairman Thomas is going to talk a little bit about that, without them going in there to make sure those people have a opportunity for help. And one thing we do not have in the city of Dallas, we don't have the power to take someone off the street. They have the right for that service. So now we got to train them. We got service for you. Here's the opportunity to come and for us to help you to get back in society. We also expect the great deals that going in here. You want to see the donors who is going to make an announcement pretty soon. They'll tell you all the good things what they have done for this project. The phase 2 project of this building is going to happen sometime in August. And there's going to be opportunity for many contractors and many business opportunity operators to be part of this plan. And like I said, this is a start. This is a hub. We are now open for business today, but we're getting people hope that when we do open, we're going to be ready for the full service for supporting housing. And with that, I'm going to bring my colleagues, Mr. Thomas, Chairman Casey Thomas up, going to say a few words, and after that, I will come back and bring Commissioner Price up.
Good morning. This is a great day for Oak Cliff community, great day for just the community and city of Dallas, and for those who, as Chairman Atkins said, who look for hope. Now hope has arrived. I want to take a minute. I want to acknowledge Vice Chair, Citizen Homeless Commission, Letitia Owens. She represents District 3, and we're glad. And this is a great going away gift for me. This is a great opportunity to. I consider this to be a gift that's going to keep on giving. It's been gifted to District 3, and under the leadership of my successor, which will be determined tomorrow. The expectation will be they'll take the ball and they'll run with it. Letitia is already prepared to do whatever is necessary. And I want to thank Mr. King for his leadership. We've worked together for a long time. And so, as the chair, and him and Letitia have worked together. And they've worked together very well. District 8 and District 3 have always worked together. And so, on this day, at this time, we want to say welcome to those who are going to be residents here. This space, I had a chance to see it when it was a shell. I saw the layout and everything, but then to see it, and to see it come to fruition. I mean, to have this available before the residents get a chance to move, it will give them a sense of comfort and hope, knowing that this is home, a place where they can call home, they can grow and prosper, and they can do their part to make sure that every opportunity is available for them to be successful. So thank you all for being here, and we're excited about going in and seeing what's inside, and thank you for donating the beautiful furniture that's going to be a part of this great edifice. Thank you.
We keep using that word hope, and hope comes to a great man downtown. If you don't know our man downtown, he also brings with hope, but he always brings money to the city of Dallas. So hope is Dallas County Commissioner John Walter Price.
Thank you, Councilman and Madam Manager, members of the City Council, staff, those of you who are assembled. A couple of things I really want to say. The only thing that Councilman Atkins asked me when I arrived is, where's the check? And it ain't in the mail. I'm holding it. And I say that with some levity, but let me just say to Homeless Solutions, to the Madam Manager, those individuals, we've continued to meet around this particular issue. And I want to say to the council people, Maya Angelou said you can practice all the virtues in the world, but if you don't practice the virtue of courage, none of the other virtues even matter. And sometimes we come up against our communities who said, NIMBA, not in my backyard. But it takes courage. But for the grace of God, there go I. And I want to say to Chief Garcia and his staff, thank you, because this is a very delicate process. The councilman talked about individuals having the right to unfortunately be wherever they want to be, as long as there's no real, quote, obstruction. And so there's a real balance. A lot of them are dealing with real, serious, behavioral challenges. And so we've got a re-entry problem around the corner, and I'm glad to see the Reno Black contractors here today, because Dallas County just did this over a year ago. Down on 52nd Street, the Joseph Lockridge units, over 70 units and $7 million that Dallas County invested. But those units are about second chance, people coming back into the community. We must understand, we still operate the largest prison system in the free world. 135,000 individuals. And unfortunately, when they are paroled, when they are released back into the communities, that's all is done. They are released. And it's incumbent upon us to try to manage them as they come into a reentry. I've had an opportunity to go to Joseph Lockridge, and by the way, those of you, as we coming up on Juneteenth, don't know who Joseph Lockridge is, he was the first African-American legislator from Dallas. Unfortunately, he met his demise in a Braniff plane crash. But when we did the history on Joseph Lockridge, he was about reentry. Back then, I'm talking about almost 50 years ago, he understood. And so I just want to say thank you for all the partners. Solution, that's for Housing Forward, but people who have demonstrated courage to be able to make this be the right thing. And Councilman, the last thing I'm going to say is we holding our check till we see the second phase and we seeing who all's involved in helping to construct, because we knew who constructed down on 52nd Street. But you know, we're in the middle of our community, and we've got to take care not only the contractors, but the people who are impacted. And I know you're tired of hearing from me. Code compliance. See, the manager in charge of code, but is now, I guess, the assistant city manager with you? Yeah. He blocked me. You know, 311 works so much. But, we got presented the other day at the Commissioner's Court. And as Housing Forward said, they are balanced in every community, because some people in their communities cry out a lot more. We somehow learn to just kind of do whatever it is we do until such time that help arrives. But I want to say thank you. Thank you for the balance. Thank you for the courage. And I promise you, we're engaged in a number of areas, and we look forward to this project being all that it should be, Councilman. Thank you.
With that, Commission, I hope that after today and in the future, the ILL will be signed and we will get that $5 million versus 2.5. He's going to raise the annual, because we are going to show him in the city of Dallas, in our community, we are going to put all our effort and all our support to help to end homeless. And we got to do that on our watch. Now, for the time, a moment have arrived. I'm pleased to introduce you to Mr. Lee Bird, Chairman and CEO at Home, the principal sponsor of the resident and service building at Independence Drive. Mr. Bird built his company around the importance of creating a home for all and building safe, strong, and stable community. As you walk through the building, you will see at home spirit, reflection, and design and placemaking of every item that Mr. Bird company donated. The at-home team did a beautiful job crafting living space that looked like yours and mine. I also want to thank Mr. Jim, President of Turnkey Project Service, who company packed and delivered, installed all the home donating items at no cost to the city. Again, no cost, no cost, no cost. Together, the donation of goods and services from both companies represent the single largest donation to date for the City of Dallas Supporting Housing Center. The largest, come on, the largest for any city company. Detail of those donations will be shared later as today as celebration of our collaboration with the Home Independence Drive. Following the ribbon cutting, we're going to join everybody in refreshing. And I think Commission said one thing. I'm glad you're holding that check. Because sometimes you do have to hold the check and see what are you going to begin and how they're going to end. Just like the donors. Who's going to come first? Who's going to be forward? Show me that you really care. Show me, put your best foot forward. Then I will close you and I will train you. But show me some kind of initiative. Sometimes the city of Dallas, we don't show that initiative. a half step, we want everything. But sometimes we got to take the leap on faith and hope. And with that, I'm going to bring the CEO, Mr. Bird, to the podium.
Thank you, Councilman Atkins, and thankful for this opportunity to represent At Home today. We're residents of Dallas, so we live in the community, we work in Dallas. We feel it's important to give back to our community. We're thrilled to partner with the City of Dallas to help them in their effort to combat homelessness and help those in need. We feel like this is consistent with our mission and our values. One of our values is to do the right thing, our company values, and our mission is to enable everyone to make their house a home. We feel like this can help others make this place their home permanently. So thank you so much.
And before we go to ribbon cutting, we do have a guest, the chairman of our homeless person, Miss Millicent, and I want to thank her. Will you come and say a few words, because she is something that when we started this homeless solution, she always been out front and on this part of the town and show us support. So, some few words.
I'm really only here because I very much endorse this project. I support all the activities that are happening to expand resources for homelessness throughout the city, and I want to support my council members and the good work they're doing. So thank you for our city staff, who I know has spent a lot of time on this project, and let's get it open, and let's get his check. Thank you.
Mr. Bird?
Yeah.